Todd Jeffries and Don Pryor.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, let's give them some business. How about this? The convenience of speedy online deliveries is now taking a toll on cities. In New York City alone, more than 1.5 million packages are delivered daily, and that's wreaking some havoc on the city's traffic, safety, and pollution. According to a new report, some researchers told the New York Times far-reaching measures are needed to curb the chaos if we want to continue our online shopping habits. And more people are shopping online, which means more and more deliveries, one package at a time, are being made. According to the recent census data, it seems that we do 10% of all retail sales in the United States in the first quarter of 2019 were made online. That is up 4% from a decade ago. It's only going to jump even more this year and even more the next year.
Not that it's chaotic in our neighborhood, but I can't believe on Sundays how many Amazon Prime vans and other vans, delivery vans, I see on Sundays. I mean, and again, it's not chaos in New York City. That's a whole different situation there, much more concentrated. But I'm kind of out there on the outskirts a little bit. So just think, the closer in, the more congested it's going to be with that kind of thing.
There's an expression called the last mile. That's the last mile of delivery, and it could be 1 or 2 or 3, maybe 5 miles, but it's considered the most difficult, challenging in the delivery world. That last mile. It's easy to get a bunch of products, a bunch of Apple iPhones to Austin, and then get them divided up into several hubs around the city. But then it gets even more difficult of a challenge to take them house to house. That last mile of delivery is considered the house-to-house or business-to-business delivery, and that's why you have so many vehicles on the road making those deliveries. Where are the robots? We need the robots.
Where are the robots at?
Robots are going to fix all of this. Hey, want to update you on a story. When did Hut's Hamburger shut down? Was that last Sunday?
Last Sunday.
Last Sunday it shut down. There. It was there for what? 585 years, I think?
Something like that.
80 years of service. Well, now it's being turned into an Italian restaurant, or as they say in Hutto, an Italian restaurant.
That's it.
Yeah, called Sammys.
This is great.
Sammys will function as an Italian-American restaurant. It's owned by MMH, McGuire Mormon Hospitality Services. And it's a pretty interesting choice, given that the Hut's co-owners, Mike and Kim Hutchison, they closed their nearby Italian restaurant called Frank and Angie's earlier this year.
Right.
So we're going to put Sammy's is the name of the place.
This is good. See, Frank and Angie's was one of the very few. Austin has had this really gap when it comes to just good traditional red sauce, classic American Italian fare. There's just been a gap there, and Frank and Angie's was one of those wonderful places for years and years that filled that bill. But now they're going to turn in Hut's into an Italian restaurant, and this is great news. This really is, and they'll do well down there.
Yeah, the name Sammy's is a reference to the 1939 burger drive-thru opened by Sammy Joseph, whose family still owns the West 6th Street properties. Mike Hutchison reached out to McGuire to see if he wanted to take over the restaurant's lease, and he did, signing a 25-year lease.
Yeah, so
now we learn the true story as to what happened, why it changed hands.
I guess so. I guess when the Hut's folks said that we're done,
Mike was ready to go.
They were really done.
Mike was done. It's time for us to go. Let's make way for somebody else.
But I'm really glad to see this now. We still have the dilemma. Okay, Kim and I want to go down and eat at your new Italian restaurant. Where do we park? So it's going to take some planning. Maybe you have to Uber down there, whatever we're going to have to do. But that's that challenge will remain. But I'm looking forward to it.
Now, MMH, they're also gearing up to open a few other restaurants, cafes, and bars within the downtown Austin hotel condo area. Austin proper is where they're going to be built, whose openings will roll out in the spring. There's one focusing on Israeli and Turkish fare, a casual coffee shop with falafel and rotisserie and Mexican restaurant as well, and a wood-burning grills and cocktail bar. That's what they're planning.
Yeah.
There you go. There's
all right.
a lot of food being in the making here.